I'm so happy to announce my new album, Happy Together. When my orchestra and I were finally able to get together.
André Rieu joyfully announced the release of his new album Happy Together, celebrating the heartwarming reunion with his beloved wife, Marjorie. Known worldwide as the King of the Waltz, Rieu has captivated audiences for over 5 decades through his enchanting performances with the Johann Strauss Orchestra. However, the classical music world was recently shaken by devastating news about his declining health. The announcement, delivered by his son and collaborator Pierre Rieu, carried the emotional weight of a possible farewell. The concern began when André was forced to cancel a series of sold-out performances across the UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. Rumours of a heart attack quickly spread, amplifying the sense of urgency among fans. The situation escalated further when approximately 40,000 ticket holders in Mexico City learned that their eagerly anticipated concerts had also been cancelled. What was initially thought to be a severe flu turned out to be far more serious. A virus had attacked André's vestibular nerve, affecting his balance and coordination. Pierre addressed the global fan base with honesty and compassion, explaining that the grueling tour schedule had taken a toll on his father. The 74-year-old maestro had struggled to adjust to the high altitude of Mexico City, jet lag, and an intense travel itinerary. After arriving in Mexico following a 14-hour flight and with little time to acclimatize to the 7-hour time difference, André was left physically overwhelmed. The concerts were scheduled at the city's National Auditorium, located 2.5 kilometers above sea level, a physically demanding environment, especially for someone battling illness. Pierre recounted that his father's legs were shaking and that he was terrified he wouldn't be able to perform. These decisions, Pierre emphasized, were not made lightly. Cancelling concerts is rare for André, who is known for his devotion to fans and commitment to live performances. Yet his condition made it impossible to proceed. In addition to the emotional impact, the financial burden was massive. The team of 125 had to return home suddenly, with added travel costs and refunds, none of which were covered by insurance. As André's condition worsened, it became clear that he had contracted vestibular neuritis, a virus affecting the inner ear's balance nerve. Although doctors reassured that most cases resolve on their own, Pierre recalled how a similar illness in 2010 had forced André to take an extended break. While this time the virus had not targeted the same part of the inner ear, lingering weaknesses made performing risky. For André, the fear of collapsing on stage was very real. Clarifying the earlier rumors, Pierre revealed that it was not André but a member of the Johann Strauss Orchestra who had suffered a heart attack, previously delaying shows in the UK. Despite these setbacks, Pierre remained hopeful. He acknowledged that André's age has led them to reconsider the intensity of their touring schedule, scaling back from 140 shows annually to a more manageable number closer to 80. André's most recent visit to Mexico in March 2024 started off with great joy but quickly turned into a health crisis. After only 2 performances, he became gravely ill, battling high fever and severe flu symptoms. Pierre detailed how the physical strain overwhelmed his father, stating, "It was simply too much for the 74-year-old musician to handle." The elevation in Mexico City had also caused nosebleeds and dizziness among the crew, with even violinists initially believed to be experiencing heart attacks. Following the ordeal, André returned home to Maastricht at the end of March, where the familiar surroundings and care of his wife aided his recovery. Meanwhile, the process of refunding tickets began immediately, with reimbursement starting on April 3, 2024. Though fans received their money back, many were heartbroken at missing what may have been André's final performances in Mexico. Upon returning home, André slowly began to regain his strength. He seldom cancels shows, so withdrawing from sold-out concerts at the last minute hit him hard. It prompted deep reflection. "I don't want to put myself through that pain anymore," he told Pierre, who later admitted they were considering no longer touring in Mexico due to the risks involved. Initially, the team considered rescheduling the missed shows, but eventually concluded it wouldn't be feasible. With doctors confirming that André's illness was not just a severe flu but a serious virus affecting his auditory nerve, hopes for a quick return dimmed. Though frightening, vestibular neuritis often improves over time, yet it has a 5% recurrence rate. André had already experienced a similar episode in 2010, which forced him to cancel a world tour. Currently, there is no direct treatment for the damaged nerve. Doctors focus instead on managing symptoms with medications and physical therapy. Vestibular rehabilitation therapy, VRT, was crucial in André's recovery. The therapy included specific exercises to retrain the brain and body to regain balance, eye movement drills, head rotations, and coordination tasks that gradually became more challenging. A surprising source of help came from an Australian fan, Bill Henshaw of Perth, who had battled the same condition. His letter, filled with personal advice and a regimen of exercises, proved to be exactly what André needed. If not for his health tips, I'd probably still be desperate for the right care, André admitted. To this day, he continues to do the exercises daily to maintain his balance and support his immune system. Despite the ordeal, André remains optimistic. In an official update from his home in Maastricht, he reassured fans that he is recovering well. Although deeply saddened by the cancellations, he expressed his excitement about returning to the stage. Pierre confirmed that aside from the virus, there were no other major health concerns and that his father was on the mend. André's passion for music remains unshaken. Reflecting on his illness, he said, "When I was sick, I saw for myself what my life is like when I can't do my job. It drove me crazy. I didn't agree with that at all." His determination to return is evident, though he's approaching this next chapter with greater caution. The 2024 tour schedule has been significantly adjusted, and shows in the UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand are being rescheduled or reconsidered entirely. While rumors and confusion initially clouded the situation, the truth has become clear: André Rieu is recovering, though the road has been challenging. The love from his fans, the dedication of his team, and his own resilience have carried him through. And now, as he looks ahead with renewed priorities, André is determined to focus only on what brings him joy: music, family, and health.